everyone, it's Deanna, the Organized Miss, and
Hi, Sierra.
my daughter. One Book July, and I have recruited another member to the cult.
I'm so excited.
Right, you know what we need? We need the music like what they do on the radios, and they're like, boom.
I do not need a laugh track.
Laugh track, that's what it's called. Okay.
As I am funny enough, I think you'll laugh for me when I make jokes.
True. Welcome back to the channel, and thanks for joining me. I'm very excited, as evident by the decoration. It is One Book July. Yay! I shared on my Instagram that I had gotten the bullet journal book, and I've started reading it, and my daughter, who doesn't read any books that I'm interested in ever, has now cracked the spine. I feel like I've done my part. I have walked her to bullet journaling, and now I'm introducing her to all of you out there because I have decided that I am going to One Book July in my bullet journal. It's very anxiety producing for me to make a decision over my rings, but I've done it. I've jumped in, and as I was thinking about doing a bullet journal, my daughter said,
I'm so unorganized and I need to figure out my life. Insert brand new notebook here.
I literally said, let's get in the car, and we drove to Barnes & Noble, which is at least half an hour from us in the next town, just so I could get her a book, just so we can set
We
up.
immediately drove back. That's all I didn't even get out of the vehicle.
That's okay. So, as she was opening it in the car,
I did take the plastic off, but then I was like, wait, Mom's gonna make me film this. So I should probably keep it all intact before I get too excited about my new notebook.
that's true. I'm holding my breath over here because I was so excited. It was like she was speaking my love language when she was like, you want me to save this for an unboxing? I'm like, yes. So here we are. I obviously have already kind of broken into mine and just really started a little bit setting it up, but brand new. Hadn't even opened it. In fact, as I was going through the checkout, the cashier immediately looked at me as soon as she saw it and asked, are you setting up a bullet journal? Or are you getting a new book? Have you been bullet journaling long? To which I said, yes, no, not really, kind of. I tried to explain my hybrid system, and I said, this is for my daughter. And the girl, who's about my daughter's age, went on to suggest some Instagram channels. So it was pretty exciting to find that you have that in common just wherever you go. And I'm extremely excited to share this with my daughter this month. I've been doing One Book July for, is this my second year? This is my second year. So my third year, so since 2017. And I've been talking about it, so she's finally joining the dark side. So with that, I guess we're gonna let her open it up and give us her thoughts on the bullet journaling. So I'm gonna move this out of the way.
Yeah. So here we are. It's got a fancy little that. Clearly I have all the scientific names. Oh, background story. My mother loves YouTube. If you did not know that about her, what rock were you hiding under? But she loves YouTube, and so of course when I even remotely expressed interest, we had to watch all the YouTube videos that kind of started the whole bullet journal craze. The guy who created it, Ryder Carroll, he had the whole the videos that he started putting out and teaching people how to bullet journal. Bullet journalism. That's a thing now, if it wasn't before. And I don't want to take away the entire story from the book. You can read that yourself. But essentially, we watched all of them. all the videos. And in one of those videos, it teaches you how to open your book correctly, because apparently that's a thing people don't do proper. So when you open it, you cannot just open it in the middle because it ruins the spine. And so when you open it for the first time, you have to open the cover, and there's things inside mine already, and push it down. And you do this whole process. There's so many things inside here. I was not expecting that. This ruined my plan. And then you take like 10 pages-ish, or 21, because they're numbered, and just like push it down to like make your life easy. And also, I guess it'll help with making it a flat book. I'm left-handed, and so books typically don't like me, and they normally puff up on the left-hand side, and it just makes me generally angry. So a flat book was necessity for me, and the fact that we found a video from the guy who made the bullet journal, who taught us how to make it a flatter bullet journal. There are so many words that we are saying. Bullet journal. Anyway, taught how to do it proper so that it lays flat. So here's hoping that actually works. So what is some of the goodies that I got inside my new? This. Details make all the difference. Oh, is this instructions? No, it just tells you what a pin loop is. Oh.
I think they're...
This one's a thank you. In 3 languages. So that's nice. This one is expressing all of the details that make it the different cool stuff. This one is in German.
It's a book plate, so depending on what style you want for the front to show.
Oh, to say this book belongs to, please return to.
Mm-hmm. Or sometimes they put the date that you started it to, and then the date when it ended, and then one can be on the spine.
That makes a lot more sense. We keep these. We are historians.
That's right.
Great. Excellent. Someone somewhere is definitely going to be very excited to read my rapid list making. These are the, not instructions, but instructions. This is a key. So it has a whole system that someone can explain later about the types of tasks that you're doing, how you complete, how you denote which ones are events, how you know which ones are tasks, if you've completed them, if you need to move them around, called migration, or just like back scheduling. I don't really know the terms yet. It's in the book. Read the book. This is a commercial for the book. You didn't know that, but it is. Happy One Book July. Oh, there's tips right here too. That's nice. Get started. All right, please read the instructions at the back of the book and watch the videos featured on bulletjournal.com. Do what works for you. These instructions give you a basic framework of core methods to get you started. If a certain technique isn't working, feel free to modify it so that it does. Less is more. Though you're highly encouraged to customize your bullet journal, it's best to keep it simple. Use the absolute minimum amount of effort and methods to stay productive. I am gonna struggle. I like maximum amount of effort. That's fine. Review and review again. Even if it's just 5 minutes a day, review your bullet journal before you get started in the morning, before you go to sleep at night. This helps you fill in any gaps and stay mindful of your time. I do like that. I like the concept of not just being busy, but being productive with intentionality. That makes me happy. So here's the index. It's the first couple of pages. All of the pages are numbered down here. So when you're flipping through, you can itemize what page is, what project is on, or what month you're on, and it's an easy referenceable. Referenceable, is that a word?
It can be.
It is now. It can be put in the index right here. Again, right now our future log is pages 1 through 4, and instructions are on pages 241 to 248. So, index. A couple pages of index in case I write a lot. Here's the future log. This is the one that we're gonna set up in a little bit, so that it's like a 6-month view, a year-long view, a semester-long view, etc. Got a couple pages of that, and then just blank pages here with the little grids and page numbers. So we're gonna play with those, and I gotta go find my instructions that are conveniently at the back of the book. Note-taking and traditional journaling take time. The more complex the entry, the more effort is expended. more effort is expended, the more of a chore it becomes. The more likely you'll underutilize or abandon your journal. Okay, well, that describes me, especially with the statement I made earlier about maximum effort. I often abandoned things. It's fine. Rapid logging is the solution. Huzzah.
We can link the video in the description box below.
That describes all of these things, so I didn't have to go through it?
No, you didn't have to, but it
Great.
was
Can
nice.
we cut it? All right, well, huzzah. There is the website in the very back of the book that has the active community and all of the instructions and a whole bunch of ideas.
What is the website?
Bulletjournal.com. And they got a little pocket. That's nice. I like sticky notes. What I also noticed were these little bookmark things in different colors, so that you could, in theory, probably put one at your current month and one at your current day and then one at your current project. Or that's probably how I'll do it, but flipping back and forth. So that's neat. Any other thoughts that I should say about my immediate reaction? I like the cover. It just kind of, I'm definitely gonna cover it in stickers as soon as I get stickers.
She's my daughter. Loves
Okay,
stickers.
not the same kind of stickers as your stickers though. Mine are travel stickers. Oh, and we also learned another trick. Hold on, what was it? You go like this. Is that the one? Mom is laughing at me. She just wants me to do this thing, and now I can't do it without getting giggles. It's fine. Okay, so then you just flip it around town, and
Do you want to?
I do. Put it right there. Maybe. Put it right there. And you got a convenient little pin hook. Wait, in the book it said it had a pin hook.
No, what that meant was a place if you wanted to buy one. Yeah. So I have a bullet journal also, and I got it one because if I'm going to do the experiment, I'm going to go all in. And I like that it had some labels for the index and the future log, but most importantly that the pages were all numbered, because if I'm going to use the system for the index, if I have to number the pages, one of the places in which I failed with the bullet journal before was keeping the index, because I wouldn't number the pages. So I was just trying to eliminate that hurdle to begin with. However, you do not have to have an official bullet journal to bullet journal. You can use any notebook, any dot grid or lined or plain paper. So like this is one that it's just a little grid booklet that I have, and I had told my daughter if she wanted to just try it and see if she even liked it, but like her mother, she go all in. So if we're going to do it, we're going to do it.
A free book is a free book, especially one that we drive half an hour to go find.
That's right.
It's
So
the experience.
that's right. It was a quality time together. So I have, I do not know why, but mine came with a dent here and here. So
It's well loved.
It got some probably handling at the bookstore, but it's okay. I don't mind. It's going to get thrown around in my purse probably anyway. So I have already started with my index. I'm very proud of myself. In order to get past the anxiety of getting this set up to begin with, I just had to start using it. So I had a meeting the other day, and by I meant with my daughter, and I just took notes. And so that was the first thing I did to kind of just alleviate some of the anxiety about writing in it, because I knew that I could just put an index on it, or put it in the index with the page numbers, and then start the setup following it. So I went ahead and set up my future log, and because I like stickers and not my handwriting so much, I made stickers just to go in for my future log. So I just have July, August, September, October, November, and December. And then for 2020, which I guess I need to get a sticker for that up there, I just made a grid here for each of the months, and I'll just put things in here as I need to for next year. I don't imagine needing this for very much right now, and I don't even know how long this book is going to last me. I don't know. Honestly, I hope to get all the way through One Book July with it, but I've tried to bullet journal before and haven't even gotten through a week, but I'm plan to be committed. Plus I have an accountability partner here, so
we're in it to win it.
that's right.
There's not a competition with One Book July, is there?
Is it a competition? Well, it's not really. It's like pageants. You compete with yourself. You don't compete with anyone else. You just be the best you can be. So after my future log, I left this blank because I wasn't sure if I would just make a One Book July spread. I'm not very artsy, but I do like stickers, and so I will do something at some point, but I don't know what. So then my notes, and then I set up my what is this, monthly log, and I have not filled out my goals yet because that's something we were going to do today after kind of a intro video. So a couple of things. I did decide to use this for my current month. I am trying the tracking, so that is something that I've been working on the last several weeks, finding ways that work for me for tracking certain things. So this month I want to track my exercise and then my headaches. I may add another column on here, but for now this is what I'm going to do. And typically I don't think in lists like this for the month. I like the squares. I like to look back, so I'll be glad to have this to look at to actually see the dates. And I did pick a Monday start because that's how I think. And that's it. That's all I've set up. I haven't set up my weeks or my days because I really want to just go through this kind of the way Ryder suggests, one kind of day at a time. And I probably will still set up my weeks because I like to have a weekly overview look, and then my dates. And that's it. I do have some collections already in mind that I want to start doing, and some of that's because I have different books or planner binders for different things, and somehow I'm going to try to get them all in here for July because it is a busy month for me. And so we'll see. So I'm excited, and that's kind of where we're at. So you want to say goodnight, Gracie?
Well, I was trying to decide if I don't know. I'm hesitant because I also don't do well.
So I've got an idea. I'm trying to be proactive and think of what my objections are ahead of time, or my obstacles, so that I can try to work around those or have a plan. But sometimes you just bump up against something and maybe you don't know what it is. So maybe if we come with problems, we'll kind of keep a track of them. When we have a struggle, make a video.
Yeah.
We'll ask people if they have found ways to overcome it.
Yeah, that works.
So like I said, the first thing that I absolutely knew, which always kind of kept me from using my bullet journal in the way kind of Ryder teaches, is the page numbers, which is why I did, and I would, if that is a problem that you struggle with, I do recommend getting the official bullet journal with the pages already numbered, or some like notebook, I guess. That's kind of my first solution, I guess, or tip to that. And I don't know what my other problems are going to be until I do it. So this week, one of my goals, I guess I could write it in here right now, is to finish make sure I go through the first section. So I put read the bullet journal method, and I want to do one section per week. So I will give myself those tasks. So this first week, my goal will be to read through section 1 and just implement whatever he suggests that I haven't already been implementing. Like I mentioned, I have a hybridized version that I currently do in my ring bound, so it'll just take some practice, like these dots. I usually make squares or draw a line and exit out when I'm done. So I want to take advantage of all the tips and tools that may help me be more productive and efficient. So that's my first goal, and I will work on that tonight. We'll come back maybe in another day or so with a video of where we're at and any challenges or successes that we discover along the way. Anything else you want to share?
My goal is to figure out a structured system that'll work with my
courses, because I have a course that starts on Monday, and I really don't have time to be disorganized for that.
Okay, so that'll be something you're going to write on your goal page, a system for your classes. All right, I think we've got a starting place. Thanks for joining us, and can't wait to see what you're doing for One Book July. So if you are doing One Book July and you have a channel, please share it in the comments below and or tag me on Instagram. I'm the Organized Miss, and I'd love to see what you're doing, and I'll be sharing on Instagram as well. So thanks for joining. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.